Hey, so I've got a little Taco Bell. I thought we could do a little mukbang together whilst I sit here and I can just spill some tea about some stuff. So, oh, this looks stunning. I'll just give you a little haul of what we've got. So, I went for the volcanic burrito, and then you get the fries, nacho fries. They're really good. I love Taco Bell because it's always so hot when you get it. Also, it is chocolate ass. That's lovely, isn't it? And then I also got a little cheese quesadilla because you can never go wrong with a little quesadilla. And then I also got the, oh my, these fries are so hot, churros. So yeah, let's get into it. Get into it, yeah. I love the fries from Taco Bell. Oh my god. Let me just show you the rain. Like, what the fuck? Crazy, crazy. I love Taco Bell. I think I've said that already. Ooh! This rain is awful. Let's get into the burrito. Oh, that is stunning. Look at that. Wait, hang on. Nah, she's the stunner. Oh, she's just everything. Look at that little baby, little babby. Oh my god! Wow. Fuck my god, that's so good. Turn my car off because we don't need to leave the engine running. Cost of living and everything, saving fuel, guys. The thing is as well, last time I came to Taco Bell, it was really shit. And I asked for a Crunchwrap Supreme, and if you've ever been to Taco Bell, you know what a Crunchwrap, If you've ever been to Taco Bell, you know what a Crunchwrap Supreme is. It's like it's a tortilla, and then they put like a hard shell in it, and then there's meat and veg and whatever. And I was like, cool, I really want this Crunchwrap Supreme. I came all the way here because this Taco Bell is quite far from my house because we don't really have one that close to me. So I came all the way here for a Taco Bell, only for them to give me a fucking taco. I was like, great, I could have gone to Tesco, bought the fucking old peso taco mix and made it myself. Like, I was fuming. I was like, so I've come all this fucking way for a fucking taco. I know it's called Taco Bell, but girl, I didn't want that. And I was too awkward to go around again, so I just ate it, and it wasn't fun. And I just got cheese sauce everywhere, and it was, oh, you know. Okay, sorry guys, I had to finish the burrito off camera because I was so hungry. Like, this is like the first thing I've eaten today, and I really needed to eat. But it's okay, we can carry the mukbang on. The only problem for me is I can't eat and talk very well. I just want to eat and then talk. I can't eat and talk, like, it's like an actual talent, I swear. Like, Trisha Paytas, love you down, because you're so good at that. Okay. I'm going to eat my quesadilla. Actually, that burrito filled me up, but we'll see. Oh, bless her. Ew, what the fuck with that? Oh, it's got like burnt shit on it. Let's give her a little... Ah! Ew. Oh my god, that... Ooh. Oh, that kind of triggered me. Oh no, because what the fuck? That look. Oh. Babe, I thought it was just cheese. Oh, that's making me feel gross. Why is it all like stringy? What the fuck? Oh, that's kind of gross. I'm going to try it. What the fuck is this? What is inside of it? Mom, I don't like it. Yeah, I eat more of it. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. I thought it was like cheese. I thought it was just going to be like a cheese wrap. I thought that's what a quesadilla was. Y'all had me fucked up. Girl, what is she doing? What is you doing? People can't drive. She was in that space and she just reversed straight out of it. You could have swung. She had so much room to swing out. Oh, we're watching. You can't really see because of the rain, but it's okay. Girl, what is she doing? Mama. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me put the camera back on me, because she can be like... What on earth is she doing? She's done a whole my gosh, she's done a whole 3-point turn to get out of a fucking parking spot that wasn't that hard to get out of. You know what? Some people shouldn't be allowed on the roads, and that is my... And what the fuck is this weather? Sorry, I didn't ask for torrential rain. Oh my god! Lord have all the mercy, because what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, it's kind of nice though. I love the rain when you're sat in the car and you're just like this, like, oh. Because I've got like a panoramic roof, I can just look out of it and see it. Yeah. It was worth the money. Like, it was worth the money. I love my car though, she's tea. This car is so tea. I love her because hardly anybody has this car. It's a Peugeot 308. Now, people say Peugeots are bad, like, everyone's like, oh, don't get a Peugeot, they're really not good. And I'm like, I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. People buy Range Rovers and stuff, and people say they're bad cars. So what's wrong with me buying this car? I don't see a problem with it. It's just them like car boys that are like, oh, don't, you know, you got a shit car. Okay, at least I've got a fucking car. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it really is irritating. Like, I don't care. And also, like, what world do we live in where we're judging people for what cars they drive? Like, really? Is that what it's come to now? Like, we're saying that, oh, you've got a shit car because of this. What? No. Like, what? I think it's quite trashy to hate on somebody's car. Like, it's just, you just seem like, I don't know. That just tells me everything I need to know about you if you're going to say that. Anyway, let's move on, because I really don't care. I'm getting bored of my own conversation. Let's move on. Oh, wait, can we have the... Sorry, I forgot about the churros. She was just sat in the bag. Bless her. She's just... Oh, hello. Oh, fuck yeah. Foot love a foot churro, like. You know, darling. Absolutely. Where's she going? Okay, it's good. Shit, let me get a napkin because this is going everywhere. Not on the jeans! Shit, it's going on the jeans. On the jeans! Play new jeans. I can't say. Why is it dripping everywhere? Can we just stop? I'm gonna have to find a bin because I'm not having this in my car. The fuck? Okay. Look, it's not me eating something if I don't get it all down me, let's be honest. I'm not the most messiest eater, we all know that by now. I don't know what I'm going to do with this sauce because it's so sticky, messy. She's given stick galore, darling. What can I do with her? Fuck, I don't know. What can I do with it? Put it in the bag. Okay, let me just pause this a sec. I had to finish my Taco Bell off camera because I just can't eat and talk. Like I said, it's just, I can't do it. We had to finish the Taco Bell. So, right, what I want to get into is I want to talk about trial shifts, because obviously, if you follow me on my TikTok, you obviously know that I'm still, you know, job searching at the moment, looking for a new job, because I quit my job Side note, you saw the crumble video I made on my TikTok. It went kind of viral, and basically everyone saw it in my area. Slightly embarrassing, I know. And then unfortunately it got back to my old bosses and they saw the video. I was like, oh, lovely. So that was nice to know, and apparently they've been talking about me, so I was like, great, love that. Anyway, let's get into trial shifts and stuff, because over the years since, you know, I turned 16 and whatnot, I've done so many trial shifts at so many places, and I've got so many stories I can share. One trial shift I did ages ago was when I just turned 16. I got this, well, it was a trial shift in a restaurant, but I didn't know it was for pot wash. I had no idea. The guy was like, I don't even remember how I got this interview or whatever, because I sat down and he was like, do you wash pots at home? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, okay, do you want to come in on this day and do a trial shift? I was like, sure. So come in. Mind you, the kitchen's fucking tiny and the restaurant's quite big, and I just thought, okay, whatever. So I go into this kitchen, and mind you, the pot wash had a separate area, which in my other job, it also did as well, but anyway. So I went into the pot wash, it was its own separate area, and it was massive. Mind you, the pot wash was probably bigger than the kitchen. I was thinking, what the fuck? And the guy was like, and basically no one spoke English very well, so I was like, great, this is absolutely my luck. So got in there, and the guy was like, okay, there you go, this is, like, didn't show me anything. He was just like, mind you, I've never done pot washing before, so he was like, there's this thing, there's the dishwasher, and I was like, okay. And he was like, just ask me. I was like, ask about what? And then he just walked off. I was like, oh, okay. So I was left to my own devices washing these fucking pots. And I was like, cool. But I was 16, never had a job. So I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I literally had no idea what to do. I was literally just whacking this shit through this dishwasher. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just putting shit in the dishwasher. And then there was this rack, and I just started putting everything on this rack. But I obviously I didn't know at the time that you had to put stuff back, because it was like a KP. I think it was like a KP, I don't know. At the time I didn't realise you had to put the stuff back in the kitchen, because I just thought they came and collected it. I don't know why, I don't know, I didn't know how it works. So mind you, I was just like putting these dishes through this dishwasher, and I was like, okay. And then one of the like other chefs comes in, and they didn't speak English at all, and they said something like, they were like saying something, and then they were like broken English, and they were like speed up, and I was like, right. And then I tried to put stuff back, but I was like, where the fuck? And it was so awkward, because I was like, where the fuck does this go? I was having to ask every 5 seconds, because he didn't show me where any of these plates or any of these pots and pans go. So mind you, I was just washing shit, no idea where it goes. So I was like washing all these plates, and I'm like having to ask every 5 seconds, where does this go? Where does this go? And oh my god, I couldn't cope. That's why I left it all on that shelf. And then it was like 2 hours later, and he said, yeah, you can go. And then I never got paid for that, which I'm not happy about, because you know what, you should get paid for every work you do, even if it's just a trial shift. So I'm not happy about that. Another trial shift I've done, this one, oh my god, this one's actually so recent as well. This one's actually just a couple of months ago. Basically applied to work at this pub, actually quite far away from me. I don't know what was going through my head when I thought about it, but I was kind of just a bit desperate. Went in, the guy, I hope he doesn't watch this video. He was okay. I think he was Polish, I don't know. Okay, you probably can't tell, but it is it is another day. Basically my camera died, so we're gonna film the rest of it here. I've come back out. I've just got a drink today. We're not gonna eat again. Stay skinny and everything, you know. So I'm gonna pick up from where I left off. So basically, yeah, I went for this trial at this other pub, which wasn't really that close to my house. I don't know what was going through my head. So got there, the guy was Polish, you know, like, cool. The interview was kind of weird. He kind of just sat there, like, you know, normal interviews, they ask you, like, you know, what experience have you got, you know, what have you done, like, what can you do, what can you bring to the table, like, you know, them kind of questions. He didn't really ask me any of that. All he asked me was, can you do cocktails? And I was like, not really. And then he was like, can you do the bar? I was like, yeah. And then he gave me the cocktail menu and just said, like, look at that. I was like, okay. And mind you, this is the interview. Like, I could understand if it was like I don't know, trial or something, but this was the interview, and I was like, okay. And then he just started showing me around the restaurant, and I was like, okay. And he was like, let's, and then he literally just started showing me everything, like the kitchen, the cellar. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, like, I don't really think I need to see any of this. And mind you, I already drove 20 minutes to get there, so I was like, this is a little bit of a waste of my time. But anyway, he was like, oh, we can do a trial shift on, I don't know, this, it was like a Saturday. He was like, you can come in on this Saturday to do a trial shift. And I was like, okay, cool. So it got, you know, get there, walk in, go to the bar, and there was one person on the bar, and she was like, okay, I really hope she doesn't see this video, because, oh, you know what, I don't care, whatever. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. So I walk in, I go to the bar, and she stood there, and I'm like, hello, I've got a trial shift. And she's like, okay. Like, it was fine at the start. I was like, okay, they seem okay. Like, when I first walked in, they were like, okay. So she goes and grabs the guy, and then he comes down the stairs, and I'm like, yes, hello, I'm here to see, you know, I'm here for the trial shift, whatever. And then I just kind of stood there. It was so awkward. I just stood there for like probably a good 5 minutes. I mean, I was early, but like not that early. I wasn't like mega early. I was only like 5 minutes early. So I just stood there, and then he was like, right, we're going to make you an account on the till. And I was like, an account on the till? I've literally just walked through the door, and you're already like, I'm like, oh, okay. So he like makes me an account on this till, and he's like, right, this is how you punch in. I'm like, what? I was like, have I got the job already? Like, what the fuck? So I put my number in, and he's like, this is how you clock in and clock out. I was like, right, okay. And then he was like, okay, so this is, I actually don't know her name the whole time. I didn't know her name. I walk in over to the bar, and he's like, okay, now blah, 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 it's going to show you around the bar. And I'm like, okay. And mind you, the bar is fucking tiny. Like, there's 2 of us on this bar, and the bar is probably no bigger than my car. It's actually tiny. It just, I don't know, I was like, okay, whatever. So she showed me around this bar, and mind you, it's fucking tiny, so it takes less than 5 minutes to show me around. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then, like, you know, the obligatory questions like, how long have you done this? Where have you worked before? And I was like, oh yeah, you know, and like, because she asked me how long have I been, you know, working like in bars and whatnot. I said, oh, like, you know, like 2 years. And she's like, oh, that's more than me. And I was like, all right, okay, a little bit odd. So I'm being shown how to do, so I'm getting shown by someone who's got less experience than me. Love that. That's always a great sign, isn't it? So anyway, obviously, because she's had less experience than me, she obviously doesn't know what she's doing. Oh, and just to mention, she was the daughter's manager. So I was like, oh, right, I get it, nepotism, we get it, cool. Anyway, so she's just kind of stood there, and I'm like, she says to me, like, familiarise yourself with everything in the fridges. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, like, I get it. You're not going to go through every single thing with me. So I'm just like looking in these fridges, and I'm like, this is, and the thing is, and she was like telling me like all the stuff that they had on the tap. And I was like, this is, like, I understand different places have different things on tap, but everything I had barely heard of, because I was so used to what we had at my old place. And so the only problem I had was, the whole time, I literally didn't know what was what, because the problem is, they didn't really label the taps behind. Some of them had labels on them. If you worked in a bar, you know most places have labels on the things to say what's what. And obviously, if you've been there a while, you know what tap is what, obviously. But in my last job, it was all labelled. Obviously, I didn't need to know, but anyway, carrying on. So she kind of just showed me around, and then after that, it was just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, obviously, I know what to do working on a bar, but I kind of was like more expecting her to be like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. But no, she just stood there, and I was like, right. I was like, okay. I was like, do you want me to serve? Because there was people coming up to the bar, because it was quite busy. It was a Saturday night, so there's loads of people coming up to the bar, and I was like, do you want me to serve these people? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Because I was just stood there, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if to serve people, because I didn't know if she wanted me to do it on my own. Because, you know, like, people can lie. Like, I could have said I had 2 years experience, and I might not have done. Do you know what I mean? Like, or they have like a certain way of doing it. I don't know. Place everywhere's different, you see. So I was just like asking her, like, do you want me to serve these customers? And she was like, yeah. I was like, right, okay. So I'm like serving these customers. Man, you know, hates the customers because everyone in there was really nice. Like, all the people that came into that restaurant was so nice. But the problem was the thing was, it was such like a rich area, but like it wasn't like snobby rich. They were all like really nice rich people, and I was like, oh. So, oh, this is lovely, because the customers at my old job were fucking arseholes. So anyway, we're just serving on the bar. I'm trying to make like small convo with her, but she's really just not having it. And I'm just trying to like, converse and just say things, but she really just isn't bothered by it. And I'm like, okay. And also, when you've never worked in a place before and you go there new, you don't know where the glasses are. So I was like looking for these glasses, and also because I never had heard of half of these drinks. I mean, yeah, I've heard of them. Like, I know what a Madri is, but like, you know what I mean? I've never served a Madri or never drunk a Madri, so I don't know what the glass is. Obviously, I know what a San Miguel and Moretti glasses are because that's what we used to serve, and I know what those glasses look like, but I don't know what a Madri glass looks like. So I was trying to look for these Madri glasses, and I said like, where are the Madri glasses? And she's like, she just put it like there. I was like, right, okay, whatever. And then because it was dark as well on this bar, like, please bear with me. Like, I said to her at the start, I was like, just bear with me, please. And I was like, I had to say it again because I forgot. Like, I just forgot because there was a lot going on. Okay, like, give me a break. I didn't, I was a bit stressed. Okay, like, it was all too much for me at the time. I don't know. I was like, and I'd say to her again, like, where are the Madri glasses? And she went, if you just look down, they're at the bottom. I was like, oh, okay. Like, damn, girl, we didn't need to get to it. We need to get like that, okay? I was like, okay. So I picked the glass up, obviously, started pouring it. And the thing was, she wasn't even watching me, like, pour these pints. I was thinking, like, if you're doing a trial shift, the whole point of a trial shift to see is how the person's doing. But the whole time, she was not watching me pour pints or anything. And I was just thinking, like, you literally are supposed to be watching me pour these pints, and you're not fucking bothered. Obviously, I fucking knew why, because you fucking didn't want to be there. Because the whole time, she was going to me, oh, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. I've been here since 3 o'clock. And I was like, it's 6 o'clock. Like, you've been here 3 fucking hours. 3 hours. At my old job, I did fucking 12-hour shifts, so shut the fuck up. Because obviously, you don't know what it is to work a 12-hour shift in the same place, babe. The whole time she was moaning, saying she wants to go home, this and that. I'm thinking, this is just fucking great. What a great atmosphere to be around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is great, lovely. Anyway, we're carrying on. I was on till like, it was like 6 till 10. I was like, damn, this is a long ass trial shift. Like, they just definitely use me for some stuff. Like, this is normally trial shifts are like 2 or 3 hours, not fucking 4. Anyway, so I'm pouring these pints, and mind you, every fucking pint, like, I know how to pour a pint, like, trust and believe, I know how to pour a pint. Tell me why I'm pouring these pints and every single pint is blowing up. If you've worked on a bar, you know what I mean. They're all blowing up, full of foam. I was thinking, what the fuck is going on with this bar? I was like, what the fuck? What kind of system is this? Because my last job, the pints were barely blowing up in me, but yeah, every single pint I went to do, blowing up in my face. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And mind you, it's more of a pub. So like, you would think in a pub, the pints would just be perfect. Because every pub I've gone to, that's how it is. Like, a proper pub, the pints just come out properly, obviously. So I don't know what the fuck going on with that. But yeah, they were all blowing up in my face. And then, oh my God, all the barrels were going. And she was going... All the barrels were going. I was like, great, this is my luck. I was pouring this pint, which I don't even know what it was called. And I was like, oh, this is gone. And I guess she couldn't fucking hear me because I was like, it's gone. I'm trying to like shout at her because she's fucking just ignoring me at this point. I'm like, it's gone. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she like asked the manager to change it and literally tell me why I'm waiting like 10 minutes for him to change the barrel. I was like, I could fucking change it quicker than this. Anyway, give it another hour. Guess what? Another fucking barrel goes. I'm like, great, love that. And then the manager's all of a sudden like, come. I'm like, okay. And he's like, come with me. And I'm like, right. I feel like a fucking child being dragged along by his dad. So I like follow this man down these stairs into the cellar, because it's a downstairs cellar. So we go into the cellar and he's like talking about, I don't know what he was talking about. He was like, you know how to change a barrel? I was like, yes. And he's like, I'll show you. I was like, okay. I was like, I fucking know how to do it. You don't need to show me. But to be fair, to be granted, they did have a difference. Like, it was one of them weird, I don't know, it was like electric. I'm not used to this shit. I'm not used to this new stuff. So he went down, he's like, so, you know, you take the barrel off, and then you unscrew it, and then you put it on. I'm like, yes, I know how to fucking do a barrel. And he's like, you take the tag off, you put it in the bin. I'm like, yes! I know how it works! Oh my god, like, I fucking know how to change a barrel! You should have looked at my CV! Yes, I was like, I know how to change a barrel, thank you. But I guess he just couldn't comprehend that. So anyway, we go back up the stairs. I'm carrying on. Like, the vibes, oh my god, are so crap. Like, I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck? Oh, and then, yeah, the girl was like, okay. Basically, she was just getting me to do everything, mind you. I was just basically doing all her work for her. I was just like, okay, right, love this. Free labour and everything, whatever. And she was like, oh, we're running out of ice. Do you want to get some ice? And I'm like, yeah, if you want to show me where the fuck the ice is. If you want to show me where the ice is, I'd love to. Not really. Anyway, she pulls out this, oh my god. You know, in my old job, we used to use the ice bucket, which, like, you know, everywhere has an ice bucket, surely. Anyway, she pulls out this fucking pan off the floor. I'm like, first of all, EHO. Second of all, what the fuck? I'm thinking, what in the fucking EHO is going on? Just the pan on the floor. And I'm thinking, one, do you wash that pan? Second of all, why is that on the floor? And third of all, why are you getting ice with a fucking pan? Anyway, she's like, right, do you want to go and get some ice? And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fucking show me. I'd love to. And she's like, okay, I'll show you. I'm like, thank you, finally. The first time you're leaving the bar. Anyway, we go down to the cellar. Yeah, you've been here. Look, I know the fucking cellar at this point. I literally live down here. Anyway, we go to the ice thing. She's like, right, have you done this before? And I'm like, done this before? Yes. Yeah, yes. Done this before. Anyway, and then she's like, no. Oh my god, I've completely just ruined. No, I forgot. She didn't show. No, oh my god, sorry guys. No, she didn't fucking show me where the ice thing was. Oh my god, I forgot. She didn't show me where it was. I just had to find it on my own. I don't know why I thought she took me downstairs. I'm getting it all confused. No, she literally said, right, do you want to get ice? I was like, yeah. Yeah, because she didn't leave the bar. Like, this is what I didn't understand. She just wouldn't leave the bar. And I'm like, right, okay, but you want me to? Right, get it. I get it. So she's like, do you want to get ice? I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, right, I'm going to have to go down to this fucking cellar again. Like, lovely. So there we go, trotting down this cellar with this fucking massive pan in my hand. And I'm like, right, cool. That's the ice machine. Lovely. Where can I put the pan? Nowhere. So where does it have to go? On the floor. I'm thinking, this is so unsanitary. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, I'm shoveling ice in this thing, and I'm thinking, this is going to be heavy. And I was like praying to God I did not. Because mind you, the cellar, you had to walk. So they're like, you had to walk out from the bar from this side. So the bar's here. You had to walk round the bar, and the cellar was like on the. The cellar wasn't. It was so confusing. You had to walk round where all the customers sit, open this door, and go down the stairs. And I was thinking, what the fuck? So mind you, I've got this massive ice thing. There's people stood around. I'm just like, can I get through? I've got this fucking ice pan. What a pan of ice in my hand. Can I get through? But like, the customers were lovely, so they obviously moved out the way. Actually, the only thing I missed about that place was the fucking customers, because they were so nice. I'm so annoyed how nice those customers were. Like, genuinely. And like, they had the regulars in there as well, which obviously everywhere has regulars. And like, you know, the regulars that sit there all day and just drink all day, like whatever. There was a guy that had like 2 drinks at a time, which some people, that might sound crazy, but like, people do that. I know that. And oh my god, this girl had fucked off. She's like, I'm going to the toilet. I'm like, alright, see you fucking next year, because I know you're going to take the piss, aren't you? But also, like, why the fuck? I'm just thinking back, why would you leave somebody you don't even know on their bar? Like, I could have opened the cash drawer, taken all the cash, you know, I could have slipped a couple of, like, you know, bottles in my bag or something. And she's like, I'm going to the toilet. I'm like, okay, see you later. And then, of course, the only time she goes to the fucking toilet, I have these people come in and say, can I have this? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, do the drinks. And then they walk off. And I'm like, oh, right. And then, of course, there's no managers, no one else there. And I'm like, lovely. And then it turns out they've got a table. I'm like, right, that would have been really nice to have known before you just fucked off. Like, literally. And they had to have, like, Aperol Spritz. I was like, why not do an Aperol? I was like, yes, Aperol Spritz. I know it's doing Aperol Spritz. The fuck? Aperol, Prosecco, soda. It's the easiest cocktail you can make. I'm not even joking. Not joking. So, yeah, like, literally the whole time she fucked. And then after, as well. Okay. I've given up with the DJI. It keeps overheating. I can't record more than 6 minutes without it fucking dying on me and overheating. So we're going to finish it on the iPhone. Sorry if the quality looks a little bit different. I think I'm just going to film the rest of my stuff on this iPhone in the future because it's just a lot easier. Camera quality might not be as good, but whatever. So anyway, I fucked the till up. I'm like, great. And then anyway, she comes back and I'm like, look, I've just tried to put these on here. I've just tried to put these drinks on his tab and I can't do it. And she was like, and she got so mad. I was like, girl, don't get fucking mad at me. I'm on a trial shift. The fuck? So anyway, it gets like, it starts to quiet down and stuff and there's not really much to do. So then the manager comes over and he's like to me, and he's like, okay, if there's nothing to do, like, just start like clearing tables and stuff. And I was like, girl, clean the tables? Fuck no, I didn't sign up for that. And so like I made a drink as well, and he was like, if there's no one around, just take it over. And I was like, okay. And he was like, where is it going? And I was like, oh no, here's the ticket, you look, it's not my fucking restaurant. And he's like, okay, it's table 20. And I'm like, where the fuck is table 20? And he's like, it's just there. And I'm like, cool, take it on a tray, because I know how pretentious these places are. So take the drink on a tray. It's literally just one drink, mind you. Put it on the table, and then I take the empties away, because that obviously that's just what you do. And then I take the empties away, and he like wasn't even watching me do this, by the way. So then he comes back over to me and he's like, did you take the glasses away off that table? And I was like, motherfucker, yes I did. Do you want to go and have a look? Because I went to him, yeah I did. I went, yeah. And he was like, are you sure? And I went, yes, I'm fucking sure. Sure to God that I did. Because if I didn't, then what the fuck? I was like, yeah, I did. Freak. And then again, he was like, you need to clear tables and stuff. And I was like, right, I'll go fucking clear tables then, shall I? So I got this, I was like, where's your spray then? And I was like, pick up the spray, the cloth, start clearing tables. But he'd like fucked off again. So I'm like, you're telling me to do things, but then you're just fucking off. You're not even, so you're not watching me, you're not bothered. You're just irritating. I was like, okay. So like, I'm over here like wiping tables that have literally had no one sat on them. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, it got to like 9:30 and I was like, and then the girl was like, oh, he's probably going to send you home in a minute. I was like, right, are you like telepathic? I was like, okay, sure. So by all means, yes, he does. And he's like, when you're done, come over here and I'll whatever. I'm like, right. So like, I say to him, I'm like stood there for like 5 seconds. I'm like, can you not tell I'm finished? So I'm like, yes, I'm done. I'm like, yes, I'm done. So he's like, okay. So we go upstairs and then he sits me down in this function room, whatever it was. And then he's like going through stuff. And then he says to me, oh my God. And then he sits there and says to me, I can't give you any shifts at the moment because we are fully staffed. And I'm like, huh? Fully staffed? If I'd have known that, I would have fucking applied, you idiot. Fully staffed. I was sat there thinking, bitch, what the fuck am I doing here? Don't piss me off. Don't tell me. Do not ask me to come in for a trial shift and then tell me you've got no shifts for me. Because that don't make no fucking sense. So yes, anyway, tells me he's got no shifts for me. So I'm thinking, what the fuck? What was the point in getting me in for this then? So anyway, I'm sat there like, cool, okay. And then he says to me, right, we're going to be in contact within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was thinking, I could, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not hanging off for 2 weeks for you to contact me to say, oh, you know, you've got the job. Like, no, the fuck? I'm not doing that. 2 weeks. I thought, yeah, right, whatever. Anyway, so funnily enough, 2 weeks go by. Did I hear anything back from this bitch? Did I? Fuck, I heard nothing. And you know what? I'm fuming because I didn't even get paid. I didn't even get paid for it, that trial shift, and I literally put it down on like the fucking till system. So yeah, I will run that back. I will run it back because I'm fuming. I didn't get paid. So bitch, let me run my feed on you.